Welcome back to Andres Arre, where today we'll be watching Ratched, Episode 7, titled Bucket List. So we are getting very close to the ending of this series. It has been a fun ride. I think the last episode was the only episode I could have done without. But besides that, it was pretty good. Episode 6 opens with Edmund and Dolly on a run from the police. They take shelter in an abandoned barn where the authorities eventually come for them. Edmund decides to surrender, but as he does, Dolly comes out shooting, kills 2 officers, and then she gets killed herself. And they made sure she was dead. They shot her, like, even when she was on the ground. They put like 20 bullets in her. So Dolly's gone. Also, Dolly had like a strange, crazy arc where she was like just like a somewhat normal nurse, and then she turned to a skank, and then she turned to like a crazy split personality type of person. It was just so left field, and then she died real quick. Elsewhere, Briggs is being treated for her bullet wounds, believing she is unconscious. Ratched begins telling the truth about herself, but stops when she starts waking up. After Briggs gets better, the two go on a date, which includes a marionette show, which are like puppets. They're going to a puppet show. However, during the show, her long-suppressed memories coming rushing back at her, and she has a nervous breakdown. Ratched. She starts screaming, but she has justifications in doing what she does. She went through a really bad childhood, her and Edmund, and that explains why Edmund has such a hatred for, I guess, people in authority, because like all those parents that they went through as abandoned orphans, they like mistreated them, beat them, and then made them do crazy things. This prompted Ratched to finally confess everything about herself to the other woman, which was Briggs. She ended up telling her that Edmund is her brother. They're not even real brothers, but brother and sister. But it's fine. We got the point. Later, Governor Milburn fires Briggs and tells her about his plans of bankrupting the hospital by pulling its funds. So in this, the last part of the episode, the governor came down. He was angry because of everything that had happened. They had a party. He was pissed. He was over it. Hashtag that. Ended up firing Briggs. She tried to kind of play the role and save her job, but at the end, it was done so. So in this episode, Edmund got caught. He got arrested and he was put back into the psych ward. In this episode, I feel like maybe Ratched will turn up a little bit more. She's already been turned up, but I think that with everything that's going on, and maybe Briggs is going to side with Mildred because they're in love, I think they might kill the governor and call it a freak accident, like they killed so many people. So many people they killed. So it might be that type of situation. And what else could happen? I think that's maybe the brother and Mildred will talk more, and maybe she still wants to help her brother. So that is clear. So what is she going to do to try to help her brother to make sure he doesn't die? Because right now it's looking real bad. So I'm ready to find out if she could do it, if she could save her brother. And will they kill the governor? Because his time is coming to an end real quick. Let's jump into this episode and find out what Ratched has got to give.
Over his obligations as a spouse and as a father.
Many in these camps are separated from their families, sent to other camps. And these people, American citizens, display profound psychological distress.
You're so concerned about Jap parents being separated from their kids, but not at all concerned about you being separated from your own.
I'm so sorry. I will provide for you. You understand? I promise.
It's over.
I love you.
Oh, that's sad. We're getting a backstory. His name is not Hanover. 1 month later.
Consuelo has 3rd-degree burns on her hands. That's why he's in such a good mood.
It's a clown. It's a clown. He's bleeding.
Your son is ill, Mrs. Oscar. That much is plain. All over the world, astounding new techniques are emerging that repudiate everything we thought we knew.
She doesn't really care. She just wants the answer to her question.
So to answer your question, I will not treat your son. I will cure him.
That was a very good answer, Doctor.
I wanted to see how you were doing. After what happened at the dance and everything, we haven't been able to catch up. There is something I don't really have in my life, and that's a sweetheart.
What?
I'm coming to understand that I might be the kind of person, the kind of woman who enjoys the company of other women.
Oh, she's saying it out loud.
I wouldn't breathe a word of it.
You will find love, Huck. Some girl who's gonna love you in the way that you deserve.
I don't know that I have purpose.
Huck.
Here I thought you were some
These sisters.
lousy alcoholic jazz baby, and it turns out you're a prize-winning truffle pig.
It's just a lot of telephone numbers or notes, and somewhere there's a hand-drawn map. And it looks like a man's handwriting to me. Now those really threw me for a loop. Why's this skirt so obsessed with a mass murderer?
Child, if you only knew.
Nurse Ratched knows how to turn it on. Not so proficient at knowing how to turn it off.
And listening to Mildred Ratched fornicate.
The gentleman in question is a priest.
Don't panic. This isn't what it looks like. Close the door and sit, please.
That's a nice outfit, Miss Ratched. Very nice.
You see, Father, Edmund Tollison is my brother. God bless you, Father.
I know
Oh,
what
when
a
she
lobotomy
killed him.
sounds like, Mildred.
Ratched, you got caught, girl.
Performing a lobotomy on a man whose only crime was surviving an encounter with Edmund Tollison. So if something would happen to me, if I went missing, well then that other party would take this information to the police.
You're messing up right now. You're messing up, girl.
I know the difference between right and wrong, and still I've done things that even I cannot believe.
Is this... I think she's telling the truth. I don't think this is a game.
He's my brother. We were treated like animals.
He shouldn't be put to death. And that's what's coming to him for sure. But someone like Edmund should be studied. You were in the service, as your resume stated. The records didn't mention the manner in which you were discharged.
Oh, she's just getting all the tea.
I wasn't a nurse. I had no training, so I lied and said I did. So I just did it. I lied. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Quite a number of soldiers under your care appear to have died of asphyxiation without any wounds to their throat or lungs.
Sir, I stand behind the treatment I've provided.
One look in your eye and I can see plain as day you're as guilty as hell. But they won't be able to prove it. So, there ain't gonna be a court-martial. Get the fuck off this island and out of my army.
Oh, I couldn't stand it. I served just as they had. So I decided I would lie again. And it worked. Dr. Hanover never called the state board. He just hired me.
She's gonna use it against you.
We've all done stupid things in the service of stupid men. I can't say I don't feel sympathy for you, Mildred.
But I still hate you. She's
I have a
playing
plan
you, girl.
for you, for me, and for the hospital. But I'm gonna need you to vouch for me.
I wonder if Bucket's gonna try to take over the hospital.
My sister Francine, she began to display some disturbing traits when she came upon the cusp of womanhood. They said it would eventually cure her, and it didn't. One day she broke free and jumped out the window, breaking her neck. You certainly didn't come here to hear my life story.
He's fallen out of favor with the governor, who is now poised to pull all state funding. We have a whole list of grievances.
He's a drug abuser.
A drug abuser, that's it.
His real name is Dr. Manuel Benyaga.
That's not on the list.
She got this.
Dr. Benyaga was hired by a wealthy heiress named Lenore Osgood, Boys Arms, and sewed on the severed limbs of one of Mrs. Osgood's employees who had just been murdered.
That should be on the list.
Who will run the hospital? That is, until we can find a replacement.
Bucket.
No better candidate for interim head than Nurse Betsy Bucket here. Then make Huck head nurse.
Oh, what? He'll devote his life to the hospital if you just give him the opportunity.
Yes, please do. I like him. She has some news for you, Dr. Hanover.
I've been made aware of your identity.
Wait. My identity, yes. I have been struggling with substance abuse, but...
Doctor, but now the police know about it as well, so you're gonna have to explain to them what really happened.
Oh, he's gonna get the hell out of there.
I loved your purpose and your calling. I loved your need to help people.
I love Bucket.
Look at Charlotte. I'm on the precipice of helping so many people.
That's why I'm letting you go.
Ooh, Dr. Hanover.
I've treated you poorly, Betsy. You didn't deserve that.
That's true. Look at him go with that oversized jacket.
Dr. Hanover, I'm told you're not supposed to be handling patients.
No, we are leaving.
You're not in charge here anymore, sir.
And she's free to leave whenever she chooses.
Look at Nurse Ratched.
I believe Dr. Hanover's treatments have helped you.
I believe he's the only person who can help me.
As head nurse,
There you
I'm
go.
allowing both of them to go.
I should have never let you into this hospital.
I know the kind of price that's on your head, Doctor. And I'm letting you walk right out the door.
Don't push her buttons.
Best decision you ever made.
And you're welcome.
Dr. Hanover is now out of my reach. I'm sorry, but I simply won't be able to help you.
How dare you betray me, you double-crossing little...
Hung up on you like you hung up on her. Now she's gonna lose her shit.
Would like 2 rooms, please.
That'll be $9.
$9 for 2 rooms. What a deal.
I'd like to try and get us across the border to Canada. Once we get to the crossing, you will drive, and I will hide in the trunk. I have a colleague at a hospital in Vancouver.
Look at her.
He might be willing to admit you. I'll be right next door.
Police, anybody in there?
Who is...
It's okay.
Yeah, you're not the one who double parked up. Cadillac to go. All right. Well, sorry to bother you. Night now.
You did that for a Cadillac?
You're shit. How dare you shut me in a closet? I played first
gosh.
chair violin.
Yes, she did.
You're nothing. You're no. You're Adolf Hitler. I knew you'd try and find me someday, but I found you instead, you Nazi son of a bitch. Fooling nobody. Adolf, you remember me?
She's killing him. Oh my god, that was a dream. I think. Oh, it wasn't because she got blood on her. Oh my god, Dr. Hanover is dead.
Where are you?
Ratched, you knew what you did.
Lock the door and stay where you are.
I was sitting on the bathroom floor and I was covered in blood and I came out and I found him. I found him just lying there.
Do anything to harm him. Unfortunately, the police are not going to understand that.
Oh.
And I'm afraid you don't have much time. Cross the border into Mexico. On foot. Make your way to Ensenada. There's a psychiatric hospital there called San Luis.
He didn't even live a day. He just fed her a hard-boiled egg. Is she gonna give that key to the lady? Never mind. She is gonna go. Oh my god, she's gonna do some crazy stuff. She's gonna be like, can I get a machete?
We can finally rest knowing that that man has paid for the terrible thing he did to you.
I hate you, Mother. And now you're going to pay for all the things you've done to me.
What? The gardener? This is some Clue shit. The gardener did it. Well, we're wrapping up some storylines
Yes,
this
I'm
episode.
looking for Mildred Ratched.
Who are you?
Can you tell me which room?
I heard your car pull up.
Who is this? A distant relation?
Of yours,
Shut up. Oh, this is the social worker.
Afterwards, Edmund was sent to a home for delinquent boys. I went there. What?
So I started visiting them, one by one, and it took 2 years, but I finally found him. I will be here. I'll take you with me. We will stay together. When I went back the next week, he was already gone.
Did he lie to you?
He lied to me.
Okay. Answer. Thanks.
But don't waste your life trying to save someone who cannot be saved.
The second I get close to a job with another elected, he'll threaten them or make up lies about me.
I met a wonderful man, Gwen.
Good.
His name is Andrew. Wherever you end up, whatever you need, I will always be there for you.
They all got the same car? They literally all got the same car. Different colors.
My career is over. I'm going home to Connecticut to live with my mother. May I offer you some tea?
I would love some, thank you.
She doesn't really want to give you tea.
I couldn't tell you everything right
You
away.
see how she forgot about the tea?
You lied because you have been lying for so long. It's second nature to you.
I love you, Gwendolyn.
Uh-oh, she said the L word.
The lies I told to get into that hospital, to get closer to Edmund, those were amoral acts, and I understand that completely, but you must understand that I had no choice.
Sarah Paulson is the greatest actress.
That is not what my life is going to be.
Our life.
It is not.
Why?
All right, do you hear me? That is not what my life is going to be. Wanted to see how my lung was healing.
X-ray.
And he found a tumor the size of a walnut inside my left breast.
We will go to the ends of the earth if we have to. I love you. Do you hear me? I will not lose you.
And it happened. Finally, the kiss.
Told the police that I had him kill my mother. Can you imagine?
I will devise, bequeath, and give half of all my property and estate of every kind and character to the West Indies Art Foundation for the construction of a museum in Bridgetown, Barbados. The other half will go to my monkey, Petunia, and her continued care. My son, Henry, will be transferred to the care of a psychiatric institution where he will spend the rest of his life.
I have been named interim head of Lucia State Hospital until Dr. Hanover's replacement can be found. I am promoting Huck Finnegan to the position of head nurse.
What about doctors? Do we even have any?
That's right, there's none.
Who needs them?
There you go. Bloop. Women are running the show in episode 7. Oh, that was kind of a good... Is that over? It was. Oh, that was a good ending. That was like a happy ending. As happy as you can get for killing a doctor, having a person who has split personalities flee to Mexico, have the doctor who just died, his head cut off, put in a box, given to the son who has no arms or legs, and then the son kills the mother. And then the mother's estate and / will doesn't go to the son with no arms and legs, and he's going to be going to the psych ward, most likely where Mildred Ratched is. But at least we have a new head nurse, and Bucket is controlling the psych ward. So, with every negative, there is a positive. That was a really good episode, guys. I enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to wrap it up. I think that there's one more episode after this, and I think that we're done. I'm pretty sure there's only 8 episodes in Ratched, and then we're going to be done with season 1. Well, that was my reaction to Ratched, episode 7. Please hit that like button and share. Share it with everybody. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's either here, 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 or here. And I'll see you guys next time on Andres Arre